Feliks Zemdegs and Sebastian Weyer both needing to win in this elimination match, a best of 7 sets of first to 3 solves. Competitors will alternate starting solves and starting sets. Today's loser will be eliminated from the league. Well, Sebastian just received the new GAN 11 Pro in the mail about 5 minutes ago. It'll be interesting to see whether he chooses to use it in today's match. He's testing it right now. Feliks, of course, has had it for a little while here and will be switching to it for the start of today's match at least. So yeah, new hardware playing a role here, and we'll see if that is a factor in this match today. Possibly the new cube. Sebastian looks like he's not quite used to the turning on this puzzle. With a 782, some lockups there. It looked like he wasn't going super aggressive with the turning. And you know, it does take a little while to get used to a new puzzle, so using one 5 minutes after receiving it is quite bold. And Feliks, he's been using the cube for a little while, and he's testing it out today. Absolutely smoothly safetying that 645. This turning is super fluid on this puzzle, I've noticed. Much more fluid than it was on his previous puzzle. And he's looking good for solve 1. Sebastian will look to improve his look ahead, decrease those pauses, and try and get used to this turning, possibly switch back to his old puzzle here. A 782 start for him was not what he was hoping for, but it is an early time in the match, and this is a best of 7 sets, so we do have quite a long way to go.
Eight seconds. 12.
Quite a few lockups for Feliks there during the third pair and OLL. Right into that G perm. Not looking great for him, but on the positive side, it did look like his inspection was pretty good. But still, a 750 is not going to be great, and Sebastian's going to look to beat that right here. Oh no, and Sebastian, just with an endless, infinite last layer, just could not find the solution. And well, Feliks is going to take the second solve. Kind of a gift there from Sebastian with the 793, the +2, the huge pauses during last layer. So it looks like Feliks is well on his way to taking this first set, but in this best of 7, you know, anything can happen still. And there's some fluid turning for Sebastian, a 617, and he was pauseless during that F2L, still locking up a little bit on the last layer, but a great inspection from Sebastian there. And Feliks will look to find his best solving now and try and close out this first set. A 616 or better will do it for him. And Feliks locking up quite a bit on that solve. Not looking good with his new cube there. And a 799, pretty much every turn in that solve seemed like a lockup. And now it's only a 2-1 lead for Feliks in this first set. Sebastian inching back. Will he mount a comeback here, or will Feliks shut the door right now? We will see in a moment. Both these competitors are pretty new to this cube. Feliks has been testing it for a little bit, but neither of them have tried it out in any sort of serious competition, and that is always an important test for a cube. Some nice last layer, fourth pair to last layer turning there for Feliks, a 642. The solve didn't look amazing, but the turning and the look ahead were very solid, and a 642 for Feliks. Not going to make it easy for Sebastian, but this scramble does look decent. An absolutely brilliant F2L from Sebastian, a 588. Tying up the set, and we're going to the decider here on the first set. That scramble was pretty good for Whitecross, and Sebastian found a very quick first two pairs there to get that 588 and tie up this set, and we're off to the races 2-2, and the winner of this solve will take the first set.
Correct.
A few lockups there for Sebastian. A 658, a medium time for him. Very solid, but not putting maximum pressure. And Feliks will try to beat a 658 here on this final solve to try and take the first set.
8 seconds.
Feliks doing the same cross color as Sebastian and absolutely flying. Where's the ZB? And he tied the 658. Are you kidding me? It does not get any closer than this. 2-2 and 658s from both competitors. Well, that's going to count as a point for neither, and we're going to move into the next solve. And on this solve, Feliks will solve first. After that tie, the advantage goes to Sebastian.
8 seconds. 12.
And some lockups for Feliks there. Not ideal, but canceling smoothly in a very nice 614. Very happy with that recognition there. Smoothly transitioning into the OLL and PLL. And a 614 for Feliks. We'll see what Sebastian can do here. Yeah, and the F2L just was not fast enough for Sebastian, and a pretty bad last layer case to boot, a 750. Well, Feliks is going to take that tightly contested first set 3-2. And going into this second set after a tightly contested first set, Feliks up 1-0 in this best of 7. First to 4 sets will win. This set, Feliks will start first.
Seconds.
Some lockups for Feliks there, and the efficient solution just saved him a 684 still, but quite a few lockups during his last couple pairs and last layer. Seb just could not chase it down. A 716. Unfortunate G-perm to finish, but generally that solve just a few too many hesitations and lockups throughout cost him there a few more than Feliks, and probably the efficiency wasn't as good. And in cubing, you gotta have both the efficiency and the turning quality. And you know, these competitors are demonstrating the drawbacks of missing both of those today. Absolutely fluid F2L there by Sebastian, and a nice last layer case. Everything going well for him on that solve, a 6-14. And you know, there you could just tell his look ahead was on point. He saw everything and just completely pauseless there. Feliks gonna try to beat a 6-14. Gonna be tough for him.
12.
Quite a few lockups for Feliks in a 6-43. Well, I said it before, but you know, the pauses, the lockups in particular seem to be defining this match. You know, that solve from Feliks was quite efficient, but a few pauses during that solution, and more importantly, quite a few minor lockups. And when you're talking about a 6-14 versus a 6-43, those minor lockups costing like a 10th, a 20th of a second each, those can add up pretty quickly.
Seconds. 12.
And Feliks locking up, pausing an 8-14. See, what happened there is that he was getting all the same execution errors as his previous solves, but the efficiency and look ahead just escaped him. And Sebastian's going to look to safety this to beat an 8-14. And a pauseless solution there from Sebastian, a 678. That was a very nice safety solve. And Sebastian's going to take a 2-1 lead in this second set, putting the pressure on here after losing the first set, looking to take the second one. And this match is as close as it gets, folks. Ooh, and that was a beautiful F2L for Sebastian, but the last layer was a bit finicky. It looked like his AUF execution was just a little bit uncertain there.
8 seconds.
Feliks needs to beat a 665 on this solve. Oh, and it's absolutely smooth! A 620 from Feliks, and that was some nice safety turning and amazing efficiency. A great inspection led to a great follow-through, and a 620 for Feliks. Well, we've got an even set once again, 2-2, and the winner of this solve will take the second set. Feliks trying to take a 2-0 lead, and Sebastian trying to even up the score.
Warning. Seconds. 12.
And that was efficient from Feliks, but a few too many hesitations, and that costly lockup going into the PLL, which was not favorable. And Sebastian's going to look to beat a 7-17 here to even up the score in this match. Oh, but Sebastian locking up himself, and can he beat it? He can't! And Sebastian could not handle the pressure. Feliks taking the second set, 3-2, just like the first one. Sebastian's lockups just cost him there, and what looked like a solve that was on pace to take it, just couldn't get it done. Sebastian with smooth turning, a pauseless solution, and 639 looking good. Feliks looking to win this set to take a 3-0 lead, where Sebastian looking to mount a comeback.
8 seconds. 12.
And Feliks is even smoother, a 6-10. And Feliks finding his best solving so far. That 6-10 was incredible. Just beautiful inspection leading into a smooth look ahead, a good look ahead solution there. And the turning was great. It looked like he even safetied the last layer. And, well, he's going to take a 1-0 lead in this third set. A crucial one. Will he go up 3-0, or will Sebastian make it 2-1?
8 seconds.
And no pauses at all, a 566, one of Feliks's most legendary times, revisited. And with the new cube, that was a beautiful full step solution from Feliks. And, well... And a 2-0 lead in the sets, a 2-0 lead in the points. Feliks looking to take a 3-0 lead in this solve. Sebastian looking to get himself back in this match. Few pauses for Sebastian, but relatively efficient, and a 7-12. You know, when you get that solved, that's just got a few pauses, a few slight mistakes. You hope for a
8 seconds.
Oh, and Feliks with the last layer, saving him in a 680. Gonna take the third set 3-0. And Feliks absolutely dominating right now, turning on all of the buttons, all of the good solving tactics right now, and solving incredibly well, taking a 3-0 lead in the match. Well, the first two sets were extremely close and contested, but this third set was 3-0 for Feliks. Sebastian will hope the favor swings in his way this set.
Correct.
15 seconds.
And Sebastian will be having this starting second advantage during the set. Feliks will look to put maximum pressure.
8 seconds. 12.
And some lockups for Feliks. Oh, and that last layer just salvaging a 695 there. Sebastian gonna have to take advantage of each and every opportunity if he wants to come back. And smoothly taking that with a 655. Unwelcome lockups and a DNF for Sebastian. That cube is not solved. Or is it? It's hard to tell.
Eight seconds.
And Feliks leaving no doubt about it at 567. Sebastian claiming this as a +2.
Seconds. 12.
And Feliks brilliant on that solve, a 542, and he is really happy with that. Even with those lockups, that efficiency was remarkable. And just a low move count solution there, putting maximum pressure and looking to win this match in this set. Sebastian will look to beat a 542. And a good solve from Sebastian, a 676, but just not enough against Feliks's 542. And this is now match point. Feliks Zemdegs up 3-0 in the match, 2-1 in the set. Only needs to win one more solve to take the match, and he will take timeout.
Give me a bit.
Warning.
Wait, am I first or second?
I think you're first.
Can you double check? Just
Wait a second. Wait, this is first, but it's a fourth solve.
is that a real solve? Is that a real solve? Yeah, I'm second. Wait, fourth set, I would be going first, second, first, second. No, I'm second. I'm second. I think I'm second.
Uh, 15-second warning. Seconds.
So dumb.
Feliks with a 13. Well, that's going to even up the set.
Was that solve real? Or what? I don't know if that solve was real. Like I did it because as if it was real, but proceed 2-2. Proceed 2-2. Me start.
Proceed. And start.
No worries.
All right, and we will have a decider on the final solve here. Feliks with a 13, Sebastian with an 8. Both competitors struggling immensely on that solve. Well, it's gonna come down to this. Will Sebastian take his first set of the match and start a comeback? Or will Feliks win the match on this solve? Feliks will go first.
Seconds.
Safety turning from Feliks, a few lockups, but the efficiency and look ahead were amazing. And Sebastian Weyer is going to need to beat a 633 here to win the set and stay in this match. And the lockups for Sebastian, a 7-27, and Feliks is going to take the fourth set, 3-2, and a 4-0 set win for Feliks, taking the match in a sweep, but 3 of those sets were decided by the final solve, going 3-2, 3 out of the 4 sets. But Feliks, in the end, taking the match 4-0 in this best of 7 and securing himself a spot in the top 4. Sebastian fought well, but will be eliminated from the league, and we will now go to interviews. So I want to start off by asking about the starting advantage. So obviously today Feliks got the choice, but I believe it was in the first or second set. Feliks tied the solve, right? And that gave the advantage back to Sebastian. How do you guys feel about the starting second advantage? Does it exist, and how important is it? And how does it affect your solving? Sebastian, you can go first.
I don't know. I think it's just like a sense of relief if you see that the other one didn't get a good time, and then you're like a bit more relaxed, I'd say. But that's basically it.
Yeah, I would say similar to what I said last time. There's two ways it can benefit you. Firstly, if someone gets a fast solve, and then if you're going reasonably well, but you think you need to rush the finish and risk it, then you can do that. On the other hand, if the opponent does a bad solve, then yes, you can always safety it. So those are the benefits.
Or get a 13.
Well, yeah, I did it Bill Wayne.
Well, this match was pretty tightly contested. Ties, 3-2 sets, but somehow Feliks took all 4 sets. Sebastian, what did you feel went wrong in today's match?
So in general, I was pretty happy with my times. Like, I'd say they were reasonably good. I just choked a bit on like deciding solves. Like the last solves of the sets were always pretty bad. But yeah, I'm happy with my times. If I had gotten that versus Timon, it probably would have been enough. But Felix is just better than Timon.
Feliks, your response?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay. Well, Feliks, you and Sebastian were both using this new GAN 11 Pro today. Sebastian only receiving it about 5 minutes before the match. But you both decided to use it. What was your experience with it today? And will you be using it in the future?
For me, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a little bit faster and looser than my other cubes, so it was always, if a pressure situation comes up, just see if it passes the test. But to be honest, I was locking up so much in the previous matches that it's hard to do like that much more lockups. So it went pretty well. I was able to like grip the cube pretty lightly and turn pretty quickly, I thought. And there weren't too many disastrous kind of lock-up-y things, I think, which was nice. Generally pretty smooth.
And Sebastian, brand new cube. It was a bold strategy to use it. But
yeah, like I wasn't really happy with the 2 previous cubes I had. Like the one I used last time was like just locking up all the time, and I just thought like this cube was quite a bit slower than the ones I used previously. That just like gave me a bit of confidence that there's not that much room to mess up.
It was slower.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
I think my XS is really like sticky.
Yeah, mine is really fast. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, Sebastian, this is the end of your season. Elimination here. How did you feel about your performance in general this season?
I mean, I did have some good times, but like in general, it was quite underwhelming. But as I said, like my times today were completely fine. I'm happy with that. I just wish I could have gotten that earlier.
Okay. Yeah, because you beat who'd you beat?
Bill and Lucas.
Bill and Lucas, and then lost to Timon and Felix. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, Felix, you're gonna go into the top 4, and you'll be facing the winner of Timon Leo. So you're in a very comfortable position.
Winner.
Yeah, you'll be facing the winner of Timon Leo, because the loser will go down to face Maddie. So you're in a very comfortable.
Wait.
What?
So next match, I can't be eliminated.
Correct. Yeah,
Take it.
that is the benefit of being in tier 2 instead of tier 3.
That's because I could have been eliminated last round and could have been eliminated this round. So that's nice. But
Yeah.
fought my way back from that round 1 loss, which kind of put me down the pecking order, and then 3 wins after that. Well, that's nice. Thank you.
The wins at
I
the
appreciate
end,
it.
the wins at the end count way more than the wins at the beginning. Yeah. So how are you feeling about your position in the league, and what are you looking forward to right now?
Well, now that I know that I still have at least 2 more matches, that's pretty handy. Much happier with my solving today than in the last 2 matches. Absolutely. Seemingly, I don't know. I seem to, over the last 3 matches, been able to kind of finish off the sets pretty strongly. I don't know how many 3-2 sets I've had, but I've had a lot, and I've won, I think, all of them. So it's been kind of nice. And yeah, excited to go against Timon or Leo.
All right. Well, thank you guys. It was a great show for the fans, and yeah, we really appreciate it. And yeah, congratulations on making it this far, Sebastian, and Felix for making it to the top 4. And yeah, we hope to see you guys in the future. And yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Bye.